I am ready. All right, 5 minutes to showtime. I'm surprised I managed to do all that so quickly. Whew. I am so ready for this. I feel like Jeff is the only one that can really make events that I will be genuinely hyped for, even if this stuff, like, most of it is not relevant to me. I'll still find a way to get hyped. I'm doing that movie theater thing where I eat, like, a lot of my popcorn before the show even starts. All right, 3 minutes left. All right, I think it's time for our stream to slip into something a little more comfortable. The official overlay. I love getting these overlays every time. They always look so good. You know, I just realized Fortnite Wilds is going to be at the showcase today. Are they going to have, like... They should make, like, a joke about how you can only play as Dwayne Johnson skins because that man will be in any movie that has a jungle. And considering that's the theme of the entire Fortnite season, it's too easy of a joke to not make it. All right, we're down to 2 minutes. I need to get Jeff to send me this playlist, because whatever music he picks for these is always fire. Like, he had a playlist for the Zoom calls for the Game Awards 2020. And he sent us the playlist, and it was fire. Dude has good taste. About a minute left. Oh, alright, looks like it froze right there. Whenever I'm not focused on that window for an extended period of time, it'll just freeze. "30 seconds. Getting popcorn kernels all over the mic. I'm too hyped. Too hyped to keep this food in my system. That sounds medically concerning. I'm gonna not say that again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Oh no. Okay. We gotta call the stream here. We might, apparently, according to this message, we might find this content offensive. The first guy I see on screen is gonna make me super offended.
Welcome to the stage, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Yep, I'm offended. I'm offended. Show's over. the legend himself. I fucking love this man.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest.
Where's my boy Matt Ridley in the audience? Is he in there?
We are in person, and today we've got a look at what's next in video games for you. We are live here in Los Angeles at YouTube Theater, and it feels so good to be in person with a live fan audience for the first time ever. Welcome, everybody.
Thanks for the invite. I'm sorry I couldn't go.
When I started Summer Game Fest back in 2020 from a spare bedroom, I never imagined it would grow into this. Today, the video game industry has come together to show you what's next. This is a cross-industry showcase, meaning no matter where you play games, I hope you'll discover a new game to put on your wish list. The landscape of video game events has certainly changed over the past few years, but one thing hasn't. There are a lot of great games in development, and our singular goal today is to get you excited about the future. In just a few minutes, we'll see the first extended gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1.
I still hate that name. You will never make me not hate that name.
Alan Wake 2, the reveal of Fortnite's next season.
Yippee!
And yes, we do have a very special grand finale that you're not going to want to miss.
Oh, let's go!
All I'll say right now.
You know when he said that, he means
But
it.
let's get right to the games and gameplay. The first reveal is something you're not expecting, which makes it that much more exciting. Here we go.
That doesn't even narrow it down, but I'm excited. What is this? That's what Ubisoft is cooking?
Is cursed.
Okay. We're off to a good start.
Prince has been kidnapped.
A Ubisoft game I actually give a shit about. That's new.
Rests with us, the Immortals, to rescue him and save the Empire. But we weren't prepared for what was coming next. Then again, they weren't prepared for me.
Okay, this music is pretty fire. A banging soundtrack. Bro, fucking cat champs in the chat right now. Bro, this game looks so sick. What is this?
Hope is the only thing that keeps us fighting.
I don't want to start like assuming what it is before they show it, but like it looks
Save
good.
the kingdom.
This almost looks like something Hi-Rez made. Prince of Persia. Okay. Wow.
There's a little surprise. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is coming in January 2024. A brand new action-adventure platformer in the iconic series with deep combat, some huge boss fights, and of course, incredible platforming, puzzles, and animation, bringing a modern take on the legendary franchise.
That's
You'll be able to
awesome.
see more at Ubisoft Forward, streaming on Monday as part of Summer Game Fest. All right, let's move along to another iconic video game franchise that just celebrated 30 years. That's right. It's time for Mortal Kombat 1.
Mortal Kombat, okay. I was about to say, 30 years? I was trying to do the math in my head. Like, what came out in
It has
93?
been 4 years since MK11, and ever since, Ed Boon and the team at NetherRealm have been hard at work on the most ambitious MK yet that reboots the series into a new era timeline. And it's coming this September. Everyone has been asking, what does it look like? Who's on the roster? How do the new cameo fighters work? Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video is literally insane. Here is an extended first look at the story, gameplay, and yes, of course, the fatalities of Mortal Kombat 1. Let's do it!
This man knows what we like. Jeff Keighley is a man of the people.
enough of you.
Then go before I put you down.
Fight.
I think more than anything else, I like the audience's reactions to this.
Today, you have proven worthy of joining us. Come, there are other champions I must gather.
What do you want?
Is this like,
It's my family blade.
is this like a legacy
And I
game?
won't give it up without a fight.
They could easily call this like Mortal Kombat. Wait. That background looks like something out of Dead Island 2. I could be wrong. Like, I mean, a lot of games can have a similar background, but imagine if that was like a Dead Island 2 crossover.
Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
Dude, this is so cool. Aw, classic rope dart. Can we just talk about how, like, fighting games are popping off this year? Like, Street Fighter 6 looks good. Now we have this.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
Kingdom Hearts.
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished. I only want what's best for you.
Or do you secretly covet my throne?
So what is this, like Katana and Evil Katana? Like... Oh, okay. Forearm dude just coming out of nowhere. You know, just saying, like, if this is bringing back, like, a lot of the most popular That was brutal. Oh my god. How did they get away with that? No shot I'm gonna be able to upload this to YouTube. Wow. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
That was pretty good, right, guys? Now, I'm sure you have many questions about what we just saw, and to tell you more, I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game Fest one of our industry's greatest creators, a man who has been loyal to the same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon!
Damn, they got Ed Boon here. All right. Dude, I wish my walk entrance music was that good.
They love you. All right, well, Ed, first of all, thank you for that incredible world premiere. We got to see all.
Also, I love seeing all the phones. Like, people tried to take pictures in the audience. Because at the Game Awards, they will tell you, don't take out your cameras, like, at all.
Tell us about this. Is it a new timeline?
Yeah.
Like, I was terrified to
I don't
take
know
out
how
my
many people
phone.
have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into, like, you know, a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. a
New
number of these
timeline.
characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story. And
Oh, okay, so it's a retelling.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now. and
Interesting.
All these things that were rivalries before are now allies. And
I kind of wonder though, does a fighting game like this really need a story to hold it all together? Like, let's just look at it for what it is.
Everything we saw there was, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team has been working for 4 years on this, but the thing we got to talk about are these cameos, because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, so tell us, how does that work? You have your sort of your main, character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu, so you pick sort of a pair when you start the game.
Heard great sounds, you swear.
In a fighting game, you'll see
There were some pretty good sounds, I gotta tell you.
Where you select your character.
Gotta love the
After you do
sound of
that, there's a
dismemberment.
second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters, and these fighters actually, they will join the fight. But they,
a lot of blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves.
Oh my god, cameo. They spelled cameo with a K. Oh my god, that's so cute.
So you can you can basically combine these two characters. All the characters.
I
can
am
be
very
combined,
sarcastic. I am
all
sorry.
the fighters, and that's where you see. That's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing. The best team ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time-based? Like, how often do they come into? It's not a tag team thing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, this ain't Blaze
you're,
Blue.
You're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety. So you can go, push that button with towards, and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different move. And so the combination.
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo. Almost.
Exactly. And you see, there's like a meter up on top, which is basic. That'll
Co-stream, yes,
so
sir.
Obviously, fire them indefinitely.
I've been co-streaming these events for like the past 3 years.
You call them pretty much whenever you want, and they have, like in the middle.
You
of a
famous,
combo,
let me
they
buy.
have a lot of, basically a whole arsenal
Dude,
of their moves. So
Mortal Kombat 1.
Sometimes you'll
This
see
looks
them
incredible.
twice in there.
Like, I'm not usually a guy to look at fighting games that often. This looks amazing.
Different set of characters that'll be.
Apparently, if you pre-order right now, you get access to beta.
How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? You can same thing with Scorpion. But a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprising.
Yeah, since they're saying like this is a different timeline, they could have just called this Mortal Kombat Legacy.
Like kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting.
Or like Mortal Kombat Genesis.
We really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel.
Like there's way more subtitles you could do than just Mortal Kombat 1. That just alienates your market.
Well, speaking of 90 old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or at least known that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as Johnny Cage, right? Is that true?
Johnny, okay.
That was people don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it.
It's a huge first full circle moment. The first Mortal Kombat game we originally wanted to be Van Damme the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. We were this close, like 4 or 5 times. And so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices, too. Wow. So you're going to hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines.
Wow, so Nintendo can fight to get Sora.
I know the team
These guys can fight to get Johnny Cage.
Through COVID, and it's coming out in
PlayStation, the ball's in your court.
That's right. This is
PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2 win.
Secret to keep over the last 4 years. And so, but we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And, throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters, so there's a lot of reveals that are coming up.
Amazing. Well, Ed, thank you so much for giving us the first look at MK1. As you said, this weekend people will be playing it, press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage.
Press is going to be playing. Okay.
Roster and cameos. Ed Boon, thank you so much. First look at Mortal Kombat. Awesome. Thanks so much.
I'll be impressed if this game is rated anything less than adults only.
Right. Next up, it's been a fun couple weeks for action RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4, which is truly fantastic. Another big
Blizzard sucks.
ARPG. is Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games, who have faithfully been updating and patching the original PoE since its release in 2013. We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of Exile 2, a sequel that pushes the engine and gameplay to a new level.
I don't know anything about Path of Exile, so, like, this is kind of whatever to me. I don't know. Who knows? This might be my jumping point.
Hey you! What's going on?
Okay, this seems pretty interesting. I'm not, like, 100% on it. Definitely looks good. Holy crap. If I didn't know any better, I would think this was Diablo 4. Nice.
Looks amazing, and there's more coming in July. Last week marked the release of Street Fighter 6, a game we featured last year at Summer Game Fest. Well, the team at Capcom has an important update to share with you right now.
Okay, Capcom. Oh, was that Steve Saylor at the front? Yo! Love that guy. This dude got feet? Okay, Cyborg online only game. Oh, really? Why would you do that? That's an L, bro. Constant internet connection plus... Wait a minute. Don't tell me they mixed this with Monster Hunter. Okay, hold up. What is going on here? Exoprimal? Collab? What? Okay. Wow. Did not expect that. Okay, so they're going to be collabing with different properties. Wow.
Facing off against a dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo card for today's show.
He knew.
Street Fighter Cross Exoprimal collab will launch in the fall with the game coming out on July 14th. But guess what, guys? That may actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today. Check this out.
What are you cooking?
More powerful than imagination. We can shape the fabric of reality.
What is this?
Transforming everything you may think you know.
Oh, Nick Cage, Dead by Daylight. We already knew about this.
That's right. Nicolas Cage is coming to Dead by Daylight.
We already knew about
I don't know
this.
how these things happen, but I figured the easiest way to find out is probably to go right to the source.
No way they got Nicolas Cage.
Bold creative choices have earned him an Academy Award and a few memes on the internet across more than 4 decades of incredible films. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest, Nicolas Cage!
They got Nicolas Cage in this bitch! Bruh. They got Nicolas Cage in this.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
What is bro doing here?
Nick, I gotta say, welcome to the video game world.
Oh, wow, yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to be invited to your very, very cool club, everybody.
Finally, I mean, I gotta say, this is such a crazy, unexpected collaboration. I gotta understand, how did this come about? I mean, some people be like, oh, maybe he'll show up in Fortnite. Maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game. But
Fortnite?
Daylight, I mean, how does this happen?
Well, it's a museum of horror, right?
Yes.
And when I make movies, one of my favorite genres is horror. And in this, and in that genre, there's a character, a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing. And she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Like Super Sonico?
Yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing one of the survivors in this game, and it's cool that, it really is this museum of horror. Michael Myers, you said all these different characters all coming together. And you play yourself, or who do you play? So
I play this heightened, exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage. And he's going to a location thinking he's making a movie, and instead he wakes up in the fog. And in the fog, he's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's something about it that I think, as a survivor, is like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates who are survivors with you, and it's teamwork. You're working together to pull through, and I like that. And so that was a large reason for wanting to do it as well, that feeling of bonding with your friends.
And you're fully in for this. I know we heard your voice in there, so you recorded lines for it and everything?
See, I want you to know when you're playing the Nick Cage survivor, I even have, when you're choosing your skins, I even say, always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one, that we're fused.
Why is this a thing that's
happening?
happening?
It's important to me that everything I do, everything I say, from the scream to the grunt, down to the most minimal, exasperated expression of a sigh, whatever it is, it's my voice, so that we are fused.
All right.
Who on earth was just like,
I love it.
let's throw this fucking guy in
This is
here?
so fun. This game, as you said, is such an awesome kind of,
Like,
collaboration.
I
with
get
so
it.
different characters.
Horror game,
You, I mean,
horror
how did
movie
you find out
director.
about Dead by Daylight? Do you know much about the video game
Somebody
world?
This is
very
just
important
whack.
in my family is a Dead by Daylight enthusiast,
Okay.
and that really put the hook in, ha, pun intended.
What a fucking
see,
comedian.
Dead by Daylight to me was an opportunity to branch out. I've never been invited into this space before.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for new adventures. So this to me was like, wow, I can make a whole new audience, meet a whole new audience, and branch out and go on this Dead by Daylight adventure. I didn't say, it took me nothing but a split second to say yes. And speaking about split seconds, what excuse me, what I noticed, excuse me, sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make,
He's
when
the
you're
only
doing
guy that
this,
can
when
like
you're in the
turn
gaming
sinuses
space,
and
it's
allergies into
timed
something
down
that
to the
people will
split
laugh at.
second.
I feel like
It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space, because every move, every grunt, every sigh you make has to be timed perfectly with the gamer's moves. So that was something that I learned from this, and I'm always looking to learn something.
it really is an art
We love
form.
having you in the video game world. We want to see Nick Cage in more games.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Nick, thank you so much.
thank you.
Hopefully the
Have
first
fun.
many. Nicolas Cage, great to see you, man.
Put it
Awesome.
there,
There you
pal.
go. Lock it in. Now, for all of you
What a
who
legend.
play Nick Cage in Dead by Daylight, the chapter officially comes out on July 25th on PC and console, but PC players can try it earlier by downloading the player test build on July 5th. And here's an exclusive
why?
first look at Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight.
Why would you give PC players an extra early opportunity? Like, seems like kind of a dick move to console players. Like I say, even though I've never played Dead by Daylight, this just looks funny. This is just funny to me.
Anything goes here at Summer Game Fest. All right, thank you very much, Nick. Now, lately we've been seeing an incredible number of video game adaptations, but back in 2019, The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series, showed the potential of well-done adaptations. And later this month, Season 3, Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere of the trailer, introduced by Henry Cavill and the cast.
It's more Witcher stuff. Okay, that's cool, I guess.
We are all gathered here today to share something with you.
Be sure to tune into The Witcher Season 3. Volume 1 Volume 1 debuts on June 29th, only on Netflix.
Get ready to watch the world premiere of our brand new trailer for Season 3 of The
Unless
Witcher.
if you share passwords with your Netflix accounts, then get out. Okay, well, I guess this is a Witcher trailer. I'm just gonna chill here.
And when get you a statue.
I have yet to watch The Witcher.
But he'll certainly help in keeping you alive.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks good. It's just, I guess I'm not one to like binge watch shows.
I won't abandon Ciri.
Neutrality has consequences too.
You're right.
Right. Well, that's deeply worrying.
Me too.
Everything that's happening. It's all connected. And she's at the center of it.
If war is coming, there is no hiding her from it.
You sure about this?
Are you?
This summer. That does not look pleasant.
History has a way of repeating itself. The dangers
This
we
looks pretty
see
epic.
foretell an even more menacing future. For the first time, I understand real fear.
The witches.
Is that so?
The Witches? More like The Witcher trademark.
I'll never get over how cute they look for monsters. And they're like, no, please don't hurt me. And then, wow. Fangs. Just like a boatload of fangs. All up in your business.
That's one way of looking at it. Epic game. Okay. Wow. Thought it was gonna be Fortnite. Damn. What is this though? Ah, yes. Gun. The Witch Hunt? No, we just saw The Witcher. Whatever this is, I'm digging the visual style. Dying. Witchfire. Digging the visual style. Looks fun. Oh, PlayStation VR. Smilegate.
01. Operation Control clears you for engagement.
I swear to God, I've seen that dude somewhere before. Either way, gun. What even is this? This could be literally anything. Well, there's my answer. You know, shout out to that one guy with the Crossfire Sierra Squad shirt in the audience. He's probably happy right now. "49-inch OLED. That's fucking massive. Good God.
We have no choice. The root will destroy everything. For all time.
Is this more of that game, or...?
turning back after this. You sure?
All I can say is that it looks like a multiplayer survival something. Sci-fi something or other, working title. Alright, I feel like this would be more impactful if we knew what the game was first and then you show gameplay. Because otherwise... Okay, there we go. Remnant 2. You're watching this because... That is part of the reason, yeah. I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you. That's exactly why.
All right, we have much more Summer Game Fest to come, including a first look at the gameplay of Alan Wake 2, the world premiere of the new season of Fortnite, Call of Duty Season 4, and maybe a few more surprises.
I like how Fortnite, the audience is just completely silent, except for this one guy who's just like, woo!
I want to welcome everyone co-streaming the show live on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and other platforms. For those of you on Twitch, we also have a special Warframe Twitch drop.
Oh.
Free Steinax Warframe for watching more
It's
than
Warframe?
of the show. Now,
They
speaking of
couldn't have told me?
another legendary gaming hero is set to return later this year in a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills with a classic feel.
Sonic? Hey, yo! Okay, Sonic. Now this is more my style. This is so... Oh my god, the animations look so fluid. Oh my god, I was just seeing oh wait, isn't this Sonic Origins collection? Co-op? What am I looking at, and why do I want it yesterday? New powers and ability. Okay, there's the gimmick. Not to say that the gimmick is bad, but whenever there's been a gimmick, most Sega fans were just kind of not into it. Okay, so the bonus levels are back. This looks so clean. Sonic Superstars. That looks so cool. What is this? Coming in this fall. Okay. I'm sold.
A new standard for 2D classic Sonic that's bound to appeal to new and legacy fans alike. This past April, Honkai Star Rail launched, and as you're about to see, the game
And the URL doesn't work.
space fantasy RPG.
Honkai Star Rail, let's go.
A new peak for current players, but also for those awaiting the game's release on PlayStation. Take a look.
I wish this universe had a few more things to do. Don't
Yep,
you
that's
get
Star
bored
Wolf.
running across the map every day?
Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished. Where's our next stop? I can't wait.
Another busy day ahead of us.
Dude, this game is so fun. I love this game. Okay, it looks like this isn't even, it's not even, about the new event. It seems to just be kind of like a summary of, Wait, no, this does look different. Oh, I guess that's a new story arc. Because that battle ring is like, that was in the base game, but I guess that's a new character? New character arc?
Never mind. I miscalculated.
Starwolf was just added. That much I know. She has a really good ability. Buy me that game? What, Sonic? No. What are you talking about? Oh! Okay, finally, they're putting this on PlayStation. Let's go! Wait, what? Wait, it was supposed to come to PS4 as well. What?
This year on PlayStation. All right, inspired by the story of Pinocchio, Lies of P is a Soulsborne-like game from the team at NeoWiz, which is coming to Game Pass, PlayStation.
Interesting. I remember
well, if you're wondering exactly
Honkai was supposed to come to both PS4 and PS5. I guess they reject, or I guess they scrapped the PS4 version. Still waiting for Genshin to come out on Switch. I just think it's funny that it hasn't happened yet. Been playing that on PC. Right, I've been playing that. I was actually just grinding it today. I've already got like a meta build put together. I have like an A tier build. This is an interesting concept. We've been seeing a lot of this game at like most major gaming events. I'm curious who looked at Pinocchio and just went, what if this, but we turned it into Dark Souls? Who was the genius behind that? Like, I won't lie, this looks awesome, but like, I don't think I'll play it. Mostly because, I mean, I could not play a Soulsborne if I tried.
Landing, but let's not make it a habit.
We're not a Soulsborne, Souls-like. Okay, there's a demo. You know what? I might actually give that a try.
That's right, a demo for Lies of P is now available across PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Check it out and prepare for the release on September 19th. Now it's time for the reveal of a visually stunning new game based on a classic manga with a story and world created by one of the most celebrated anime artists of all time.
Oh?
This is one of those games that I feel lucky we get to reveal for the first time here at Summer Game Fest.
Anime game?
Pretty hyped once you see the gameplay, all built in Unreal Engine 5. Here we go.
I like how, like, one guy in the eye is, Unreal 5? Like, he is the Unreal Engine 5 enjoyer. What anime is this? Is this like Ni no Kuni 3? Toriyama? That's how you know this is huge if Toriyama's involved. It's like anime director. Or like prolific anime figure with like a Borderlands art style. It's a fighting game? Question mark? What? It's apparently based on a long-standing manga series, so like I'm curious what that series is. Sandland. Entering Sandland. Damn, all right. That's pretty cool.
Sandland, get ready to become an unlikely hero in an adventure where you don't need to be human to save humanity. That's coming from Bandai Namco, and we're excited to see more of it soon.
Bandai Namco peaked at We Love
Independent
Katamari
games are such an
reroll.
important
Changed my
part of
mind.
the industry, and one thing that's very important to us at Summer Game Fest is supporting those creators as well. After the live show, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from I'm8bit and Double Fine.
We're also going to be watching that for those
Now,
wondering.
one of the biggest independent publishers is Annapurna Interactive. And later this month, as part of Summer Game Fest, they'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects. Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
Annapurna, okay. Stray 2? Oh, wait, no, that's a mix of... Okay. That was Neon White. This, I don't know what that is. See, this... Okay, so these are all different games that already exist? Oh, that's it? It was an ad for a showcase that happens later this week? That seems like a waste of a time slot.
Was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right. Next,
All
we're
right.
stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC and console MMORPG
Ew,
from
free-to-play.
NCSoft and Amazon Games with an always-changing environment, massive scale, PvPvE, and the ability to transform into creatures to battle across land, sea, and air. Here's a look at Throne and Liberty.
I don't know, I feel like last time Amazon worked on like a medieval-themed game of some kind, didn't really go well. They kind of fried graphics cards. So, not looking too hopeful at this one.
An ancient evil searches for these lost fragments, destroying anything in their path. You must find them.
These games are honestly wild. They look incredible. This industry is always finding new ways to grow, and I love it. They stole the diving mechanic from Tears of the Kingdom. I've got to say, this sure does look like a video game. Yeah, claim the throne and get some liberty. Woohoo! Oh boy, a tech test to see how many graphics cards they can destroy.
Looks great. I also want to say hello to everybody watching on Steam right now. I'm sorry we don't have any free Steam Decks for you right now, but on June 19th, Steam Next Fest does return, giving fans a chance to try out hundreds
Oh
of
no,
development
no
games.
free
One of
Steam
them
Decks?
Is the free-to-play
Is it because they couldn't get Christopher Nolan again?
Warhaven from Nexon, which lets you transform into supernatural immortals. Here's a new look.
Where's Tekken 8? We still got like an hour of this show. I'm sure it'll come up. Trust me, we got plenty of time.
Cities rise and empires fall, but it's a war worth fighting. We're taking up our arms, hold the line up, here we touch, and we keep on fighting.
Okay, so this is like a King of the Hill type thing, I suppose. So what is this, like a... Is this like a 3D MOBA or something? King of the Hill or something? I think Jeff already said what it was, but like... I guess I wasn't paying attention when he was talking about it. Oh, Warhaven, that's what it is.
Hey, this is not.
Jacksepticeye? Okay. Oh, is this Gang Beasts? Oh, party animals. I forgot that's a thing. Video games.
Pilgrims, summer is coming, and with it, a lot of cool stuff will make its way to Dying Light Tuesday Human. Get ready for darker, more dangerous nights and roaming volatiles, complete with improved parkour, rolling out with the next update in June. Then, right after that, we'll kick off an event season like you have never seen before. Trust me, for one of them you will want to get your butt barbed wired. Very soon, you will get the deadliest summers to date.
Hey, nice. Dying Light 2 has begun quite a bit of support since it came out in February. Video? Hello? Oh, Crash Rumble. Wait, why limited time modes? Why not just make modes available? What? Psychonaut? Oh. Oh my god. Samsung has games. I mean, cool, Samsung. I'm glad that I can play Fatal Fury on my Samsung TV that I definitely have.
Welcome back to Summer Game Fest. Isn't that great? By the way, Crash Team Rumble is going to feature playable Ripperoo and N-Gin, Neo Cortex's right-hand guy in Season 1. Now, it's time to change the topic and descend into madness.
Alan Wake?
Joining me is a guy who was last on stage at the Game Awards 2021 to announce Alan Wake 2. He's come all the way from Finland. Please welcome from Remedy, Sam Lake.
That's why the last time he was on, he was at the Game Awards. That's when I was there, and I hardly remember this guy.
Looking dapper as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we are so excited because when you announced Alan Wake at the Game, or Alan Wake 2 at the Game Awards, you said 2023. We are in 2023. It's coming this October, and we are so excited about this, Sam. I know it's been a long time coming for fans and for you. 13 years since the first Alan Wake. So tell us a bit about what can we expect in the sequel.
It's been quite a journey, yes.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2 is Remedy's first survival horror game. We have two playable characters. It's a 50-50 split between them. They are on their own...
I'm assuming the two characters are going to be Alan and Wake.
Two different worlds, and yet it's all connected. And the player gets to switch between them at given points in the story as they choose.
Yeah, we saw, obviously, at the PlayStation event, you revealed Saga, the second character. Tell us a bit about her. She's in Bright Falls, and she's sort of living a narrative that Alan has written. Is that right?
Well, that's a good question to ask going into this. So, yes, we have Alan Wake, our title character, of course, trying to escape from the nightmare dimension of the dark place. And then we have Saga, our new hero,
FBI agent coming to the Pacific Northwest small town of Bright Falls together with her partner, Alex Casey.
Okay. So how?
I love this dude's facial expressions.
Some way, right?
They are coming to investigate a series of ritualistic murders.
Okay.
And very quickly, the investigation turns into a nightmare when they discover pages of a horror story, maybe written by a certain missing writer.
By the initials AEW.
And this horror story starts to come true around them.
Interesting. So obviously, it's Alan is still going to be playable in the game. You're going to experience his journey.
I don't know if anyone in chat has played Alan Wake, but I have no clue what they're talking about.
You said split 50-50. Do they have separate missions? How? Because I think you can play them in sort of different sequences or orders if you want, right?
Yeah, we go into the experience playing as Saga, and it's a sequel, but it's also a standalone experience. We are not expecting everybody to do homework if they have not played the original game.
Oh, thank God.
This can be
I hate
enjoyed,
homework.
as
I'm
easy
graduating in a
as
semester, so the last thing I need is more
about
homework.
the supernatural in this world. She will be going in very quickly. She has to learn to survive, and with that, all the players will be on that journey with her. And then we open up the experience so that you can hop to play Alan Wake in the dark place as he's trying to find his way out. And you can keep on playing as Saga in the Pacific Northwest as the investigation goes on. And you are free to switch between them. There are a lot of connection points in many surprising ways, but there is no right way to play through this. You can choose. You can go on as Alan all the way close to the end, or as Saga, or you can keep hopping between these two sides of it.
Well, you're always so good at kind of telling challenging, interesting narratives in unique ways. I mean, Remedy's.
It seems pretty interesting, the way you're able to switch between two interconnected stories that are able to stand on their own 2 feet.
I know you brought with
but you have the option to just pursue a straightforward route if you really want to. I love that.
Segment of the game, right?
Yeah, raw gameplay for the first time ever. This is early on from the experience.
They're hyped, Sam. They're ready for it. So tell us, what are we going to see? What
supernatural forces of darkness have brought the murder victim, in this case, back to life as a monster. And Saga is outside Bright Falls at Cauldron Lake, trying to find him and stop him.
Okay, with that, let's take a look at raw, unedited gameplay from Alan Wake 2. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
All right, let's see what this game's all about. I'm not much of a horror guy, but from the way they're talking about the story, I'm kind of interested in the idea. I'm just afraid that this will make me scream somehow on stream, and that'll be embarrassing. Okay, apparently they just came out of a witch's hut?
Sounds like somebody's home.
God, just looking at this game, like, the industry has come a long way in terms of, like, graphical prowess. Like, the sound effects are so real, like, there's so much detail on every little object. That's a deer. Duh, well, it is Deer Fest. Oh, okay. Holy shit. Jeez, how many bullets does that thing take? Oh, that many, apparently.
Cultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
He's still gonna be alive, isn't he? Or there's gonna be a second one for some reason. I'm like anticipating something. Oh. Oh my god, that
Text on the heart is clearer now. Legible.
that's concerning.
Like I saw it in a dream.
And it's still moving. Oh my god.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. Killer left a message.
It's for us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead. There's something I'm forgetting.
Okay, I'm not the only one that thought that was Keanu Reeves, right?
Something's not right.
I guess any middle-aged guy with like short-ish black hair is John Wick, I guess.
A long time coming, but Alan Wake 2 looks incredible. Thank you to Sam and Remedy for that first look at gameplay. Now let's get a first look at the co-op campaign of Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Saber and Focus.
You know, this is Warhammer, so I'm just gonna like... I'm gonna like glance over at the screen on occasion, but I'm just gonna like, keep doing like Tears of the Kingdom side quests. Because I cannot be bothered with anything of this nature. So, yeah, if you need me, I'll be doing that.
My pledge is eternal service. Xenos inbound! Eviscerate this.
Look, normally I'm not this cynical, but like you would have to pay me to care about something like Warhammer. You would need to sponsor me like a significant amount to really pay attention.
Open the gates. Care to see if we can slay more Xenos for the Chiron? I thought a piece of that statue would offer more sport. Hold them back, damn it! For Ultramar! For the Emperor!
Yeah, woohoo! Did I miss something? Are we back to like good stuff now? Oh, okay, we are. All right. That's a dude's head. What is this? Death Road to Canada 2? Yes, Your Grace Snowfall. Not gonna lie, the scene with the fire arrows raining down just kind of reminded me of like that trailer of The Witcher that they showed earlier.
Now it is time for another global game announcement, and this one comes from the minds of Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment, and yes, horror master John Carpenter. It's a brand new world, a brand new story, and looks like a heck of a lot of fun. Check this out.
Again, don't really do horror, but this is probably gonna be cool. Oh wow, cover of Bon Jovi in the background.
On my mark. 5.
Oh, this shit gonna get wild. Clean your windshield, dude. Okay. Kind of reminds me of oh, what is it? Not Dead Island. I don't know, maybe Max Payne? No, not Max Payne. It's like the kind of the horror game series that fell off. There was like a game where you were defending like a shopping mall invaded by zombies. Maybe that was Max Payne. Either way, this looks pretty cool. I guess if you really want to sink your teeth into something like this, this looks like a pretty good next-gen title. Nice. 2024, though. Jeez. Makes you wonder why they're even showing it now.
More unexpected collaboration. Sean Carpenter and Saber with Toxic Commando. That looks tons of fun. You guys think any of those zombies made it? All right. Well, this August brings the long-awaited full 1.0 release of Baldur's Gate 3. And
oh, that's right. This game
a
exists.
new member is joining the cast. We're about to see the reveal of Lord Enver Gortash, the commander of a mechanical army of Steel Watchers. He's a second antagonist and is voiced by a familiar name.
Voiced by a familiar name. Okay. I'm not really into Baldur's Gate, but I do like recognizing voice actors.
Swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them. A new age is upon us. Gods have mercy on those who would stand in our
Jason
way.
Isaacs?
A mad dog understands the yank of the leash from the hand of its master, but it cannot be an equal. You can be my equal. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
Friends, allies, to my side. Let us usher in a new dawn.
What has this guy voiced exactly?
I'm not ready to call you enemy. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
He was the basilisk in Harry Potter: The Chamber of Secrets.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Castlevania: Lords of Shadow.
Baldur's Gate 3 is on track, Sven tells me.
Oh, he was Zhao from Legend of Korra.
Can't wait to check that out. All right. This fall, Marvel Games and Insomniac are set to bring Spider-Man 2 exclusively to PlayStation 5.
Let's go!
Sounds like you guys are a little hyped, so to tell us more is Brian Intihar, game
Have I missed anything? You came in at a good time.
Thanks for coming by. I know you guys are deep in development. First of all, it looks like we have some fancy art behind us.
Anything that you specifically are interested in? No.
Here it is. I mean, it has 2 on the box for a reason, because this game features 2 Spider-Men, so we're really excited about it.
Absolutely. Peter and Miles, we're so excited about this
I can't wait for them to use the exact same key art to promote this game again, despite fan outcry. I don't know if anyone's been seeing that, but they use the same promotional images every single time for this game.
But we have some new art to show of, we obviously, Kraven, we got the reveal at the
Oh my god, new art.
So tell us a bit about
Finally.
him and how he
So Kraven's very different from any character we've done. He's not, he's not powered by magic or, tech. He's just the best hunter in the world. And
He's just
coming
a
to New
guy.
York for his greatest hunt. And what's better than all of the Marvel characters that
That
live
looks
in New York
sick.
City. So Peter, Miles, and others. He's on the hunt.
And others, ...
Yes. Yes.
But Venom also, obviously, Symbiote is a part of this whole story, as we saw in the gameplay. Oh, there you go.
That looks sick. Holy crap.
I'm glad you're happy.
I don't know how much you're going to tell us about Venom. Is this, can you tell, is this an Osborn Venom? Can you tell, what's the origin of Eddie Brock Venom? Or
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay. Not Eddie
It is
Brock.
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
Our
Osmond?
goal was to tell an original story, something we haven't
Oh.
seen in the comics. that we've seen.
Okay.
Obviously, we love Venom for a reason.
Yeah.
All those things
I
we
guess
love about the
Marvel lore nerds are gonna get real confused at this one. They've got another like alternate timeline to look at.
Really? Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's
Osborn?
tease.
Yeah,
Now,
that's what I
obviously,
said.
The symbiote is a big part of the gameplay, and one of the things I think we were all struck with the footage that you showed at the PlayStation Showcase was, how that is going to really impact the gameplay when you're playing as, Peter. So tell us a bit about that.
Said
and how,
Oswin?
the gameplay is
Did
gonna be
I?
dramatically
Ah.
different.
Yeah, I mean, I think you
That's
saw
a Mike moment.
just the raw power, the strength, and even the transformation of Peter's moves in that gameplay reveal.
Yeah.
He's we call him the acrobatic improviser, him and Miles, but you can tell there's
Bro, why is
strength,
Spider-Man low-key
power,
cheeked up?
aggression, which you saw both in the moves and how Peter
Like,
talks. So
don't judge me, but like, come on.
what happens, how the story plays out.
Interesting. So how does
Venom looks sick, right? This shit looks epic.
There's much more of that journey when you play the game.
And I know the
Symbiote
journey
who
is
looks
also more
wild.
Expansive. You've got Queens, Brooklyn, so even more of sort of
the city is
Dude, I need to get around to playing Spider-Man PS4 because I still haven't played it.
To traverse at speeds way faster than they were before.
Might be the next game I play on stream. Who knows?
Hugely ambitious game you guys have been building over the past few years. We saw at the PlayStation event, it said at the end, fall 2023, and I think we're like getting close to that. Are you guys feeling confident that you're gonna make it this fall?
Jeff, I know you like exclusives.
Yes.
And I can promise you we are very confident what we're going to tell you right now.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Oh? All right. Shit. Okay, Game of the Year conversation getting spicy.
October 20th, Spider-Man 2, exclusively for PlayStation 5.
Got it.
Awesome. Well, Brian, thanks so much for stopping by. I know you got a lot of work to do. Wrapping up.
Okay, so Game of the Year so far, it's going to be Spider-Man 2, Tears of the Kingdom.
We got our date. All right.
Pikmin 4. No, I'm
At
kidding.
Pal World, a multiplayer open-world survival crafting game where you can befriend and collect mysterious creatures called Pal, who can also fight. In other words, it's kind of like Pokemon with guns. And
Pokemon with guns, yeah!
A new expansion to Black Desert Online, which recreates the mythical folktales from Korea's Joseon Dynasty, and some huge bosses too.
Dude, he's going to get like a talking to for comparing it to Pokemon. Wait, what? Nah! That is a gun! That is a... Huh? This is lit... Oh, what? You've got to be kidding me, dude. I mean, I was not about to call him a liar, but it really is just Pokemon with guns. That is just what this is. This is... Even the music sounds like something you would see in a Pokemon game. Dude, this is what Pokemon should have been. Game Freak is fucking crying right now. Dude. That's awesome. Also, wow, the pop-in on this trailer is so bad. I like how the lighting just kind of pops in. Like, yikes. Kind of an L for a motion capture. Or not mocap, for cinematography studio. Oh, I believe we've seen gameplay of this. I think this was at the PlayStation Showcase a couple weeks ago. This does look familiar. Land of the Morning Light. Oh, part of Black Desert. Okay. I forgot that it's all just Black Desert. I'm really not trying to get into a really not trying to get into an MMO right now, but it's tempting. They're not showing Pikmin 4. Oh, is this Steam or build? Oh, Middle Earth. Nope, the Lord of the Rings game.
Yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach.
Is this kind of like a tower defense building, like Lord of the Rings building simulator? Oh, that turning animation looked rough. I know I'm nitpicking here, but it's like, sometimes it's hard to ignore.
Rally together. It's time we took back our home.
Looks like it could use a little bit of polish, but seems pretty alright. Yep, 49-inch OLED. I really couldn't care less about that. Gonna wait for Linus Tech Tips to review it. Xbox game. Okay, yep. How did I make the same mistake twice? Samsung Gaming Hub. Yeah, that's cool. Interesting projector. You know what? W Samsung. They're a pretty quality brand.
All right, now we're going to look at an exciting new mobile game from a legendary franchise.
Exciting and mobile. Those words could not... Oh! Why mobile? Oh. Dude, that text scrolling looks so rough. Ooh, you know, this could use some work. This looks like 30 FPS, maybe 25 in some areas. This looks rough. This is not the Final Fantasy announcement people were hoping for. Let me tell you that right now. People are pissed at Square right now. I am once again asking Sephiroth to destroy me. Final Fantasy VII, Ever Crisis. At least put it on Switch.
Pre-registration for Final Fantasy
Throw
VII
Switch
Ever
a
Crisis has just
bone.
started, and users will have the chance to participate in an upcoming closed
Well,
beta
then again, I
test.
guess if it did come to Switch, people would want a PS4.
Fantasy.
Let's go!
No. Today during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash has your back.
Oh, come on!
You can get a free burrito when you order from Taco Bell using the code GameFest. Plus, get the chance to win a Final Fantasy 16 prize pack. DoorDash, stay in your game. Yep, we got you. All right.
People
now,
are...
here's a look at a game we debuted last year at TGA.
Wow.
Here's Ghosts of New Eden, the story of two ghost hunters in the haunted wilds of...
Really? Really? They did not just do that. They did not just do that. I don't even care what's on screen right now. Let's talk about that. They faked us out with Final Fantasy VII. They said a mobile game. All right, so I guess, you know, we should have been, you know, better prepared for that. But they started off with a mobile game. All right, you would think Final Fantasy VII mobile game. Okay, they're just getting this out of the way so that they can announce Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Or something about Final Fantasy 16, because that comes out in a couple weeks. But then, I mean, okay, W to Jeff Keighley, because he actually tempered expectations by saying, no, it's not what you think. Like, he knew that everybody was expecting that, but big middle finger from Square Enix. Like, I just want to see the logic from that. They had a whole market. I have no doubt that maybe it'll be later in the show that we see something about this, and I'm just overreacting. But presently, like, that was a dick move. That was not a good move, Square. Sorry that I'm ranting. Let me just say that I don't know shit about marketing, but, like, that just did not feel right. They really took us for a flippin' ride. Is this Yakuza? Are we getting back to some good stuff here? Joryu? Real Gagotoku! That's how you know it's Yakuza. That's Seiko! Is that Kazuka? Or Kazuka? Kasuga. Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be Kasuga. It seems like a return to form for the Yakuza games. Because I remember Yakuza 7, that's the only one that I've played so far. It was just action combat as opposed to turn-based. What the hell? They put Las Vegas in Japan? Ichiban Kasuga. Huh? That's Like a Dragon Guided, the man who erased his name. Majima! Dude, I'm excited for that. That looks good. Damn.
Good morning, Stanley. It is 7:32 a.m. I hope you have a productive day.
Dude, I'm excited for that.
Stan.
I was kind of hoping it would be Yakuza 8, but whatever. I'm not even mad.
Base to capsule 12. Come in. You there, Stan?
Also, Mario RPG Remake for Switch. Cry. That's just impossible.
Definitely a leak here, Tim.
Is this like Subnautica 2 or something?
How long has it been now?
Wait, this literally does look like Subnautica. Hello? I think the last one was just a kind of like a remaster of an old Yakuza game. I think that's like the next one in the series. I'm excited for that because I played Yakuza 7. I really enjoyed that. I've been meaning to like start the series from the beginning. Someone needs to tell Bobson about this.
Are you there?
Under the Waves. Wow, okay. I figured that would be something related to Subnautica.
It's a beautiful new game, Under the Waves, and today, incidentally, is World Ocean Day. Fun fact. All right.
Oh,
next,
World Ocean Day.
Call of Duty.
Neat.
Well, there's a new Call of Duty coming this fall along with Warzone Mobile. Today, we're going to give you the first ever look at Season 4 of Modern Warfare 2 Warzone.
Are you
launching
kidding
next
me?
week. Here's your first look at Vondel, a new Warzone location with points of interest, including a medieval castle, a soccer stadium, and an abandoned zoo. Yep, it's all happening. Check it out. Here you go.
Okay, really? A new Call of Duty is coming out this fall. Frankly, I'm shocked. I didn't think that my yearly shooter game series would have another game come out this year. Oh, I didn't mention I forgot to mention Sonic. Yeah, Sonic is a thing. I would say sorry to any Call of Duty fans in the chat, but there's no way. Like, the circle of people that play Call of Duty and the circle of people that watch my content, those circles could not be further apart. So I'm going to be as salty and kind of just cynical as I want. Why? Why would they show this? Like, I'm genuinely confused. Like, is each season really that different that this is hype worthy? I'm also half asking. Oh, the boys, huh? Like, I don't. I'm trying to see like where the hype comes from. I really don't get it.
Season 4 next week. Today is a big day for video games, but also a huge day for Porsche. The iconic German automaker turns 75 years old today. And to celebrate their contributions in the automotive and gaming space, and we've all raced a 911 in some point at a game, Xbox has teamed up with Porsche for a limited edition run of 75 consoles inspired by 6 famous Porsche race cars. And I'm thrilled to debut the first design here today, inspired by the
interesting
Porsche 963
car design, I
this
guess.
weekend at the 100th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Let's take a look.
Cool. I can see my roommate getting hyped for this. Or my old college roommate. He was an Xbox guy. It's cool that they're paying a homage to stuff like this. Like, this stuff is kind of neat. Console variants are always interesting. Was that not a new cut? So, what they do is that they have your Call of Duty titles. So this year's Call of Duty was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remastered. And then Warzone is like a free multiplayer.
Here it is.
Or something. I don't know.
Porsche Xbox Series X. These custom consoles are not for sale, but you can enter for a chance to win one right now at PorscheXboxSweepstakes.com. Make sure to stay tuned for the Porsche and Xbox social channels for additional opportunities to get your
Also,
hands
I'm
on
entering
these
for this because
special
that looks
consoles.
cool.
All right.
Like, I
Next,
kind of want that.
Phoenix Labs are building the next great entry into the cozy farm sim genre. We all like a cozy game inspired by classics
Farm
like
sim-
Animal Crossing
okay.
and Stardew Valley. Previously announced for Nintendo Switch, there's now some exciting news for PC players too. Let's take a look at Fate Farm.
Dear friend, life in Azoria's been treating me well. Days pass so quickly.
Oh, cool. It wouldn't let me submit a giveaway entry. That's fun.
It's been a breath of fresh air. I think we found a way to get cozy and
Well, I guess this is cool if you're into this. I really tried to get into life simulation games. I really did, but I just...
itching to explore.
It's just not my thing. This is cool, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna devalue this for anybody, but eh.
As long as we're prepared, we can face anything. So, what do you say?
Okay, entered for a chance at that Xbox.
Are you ready?
Honestly, I kind of want to win that because it looks cool. But also, it would give me an excuse to get Xbox Game Pass. I've been wanting an excuse to do that for a while.
Fate Farm and Mortal Kombat in the same show, only at Summer Game Fest. Now, please welcome Ben Brode, Chief Development Officer and flannel enthusiast at Second Dinner, the developers behind the popular collectible card game Marvel Snap. What's up, Ben?
Oh, Marvel Snap! Okay, apparently this is well received. How did you enter for the Xbox? Just go to XboxSweepstakes.com. I'll DM you the link in
Yeah, it's been exciting.
Discord.
We've been doing a bunch of new features, some of the wildest cards we've ever made, and some new game modes. Yeah.
Yeah, new game. Is that a segue, Ben?
Certainly. Yeah, I'm excited to announce Marvel Snap's biggest update ever. We have a new game mode coming next week.
biggest update ever. We're shutting it down.
To get a super competitive experience and some exciting new rewards. But you don't have to wait till next week. If you haven't tried Marvel Snap, go download it right now on your mobile device or early access on Steam.
All right, Ben. I love the enthusiasm, Ben.
That's what I got.
That's you. You're made
That's
for
him.
YouTube. All right.
He's
Well, we
got
certainly
it.
Brought something fun with you for us to watch, right?
Oh, yeah. So, listen, I am incredible at card games, so I often win. But some people, and maybe you've had this experience, Jeff, some people lose.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Wow.
I like to think it's because they suck. No offense, Jeff. But sometimes it's because they might just be a little bit unlucky.
Cue the tape.
What was that transition?
Okay, I don't have an ideal
Pro
hand,
CD!
but that's fine. I'll see what I draw in future turns.
Anyway, let's reveal the first location.
Labuntus 1. Each player destroys their deck.
Okay, I guess I will work with what I have. I'll play Medusa on location number 2. She gets +2 power. And let's see the next location.
Clover Dangerfield has a 25% chance of destroying your cow.
Okay, well, I mean, 25% isn't that bad. And it's gone. Okay, well,
Oof.
I have some powerful cards in my hand, so I can just wait. Let's see the next location.
The Big Barn. Players cannot play 4, 5, or 6 cost cows. Also, if you don't play a card this turn, you have 0 friends.
Now you're just being...
That's funny. I love Pro ZD. That's funny. Entering it so you can have it if I win. I mean, don't you want an Xbox? Game Pass has a lot of good stuff. You might enjoy it.
And the world premiere first look at Chapter 4, Season 3 of Fortnite Wilds. Now, if you're looking for the smartest way to level up your gaming this summer, compare top credit cards side by side with NerdWallet and start maximizing your cashback rewards on everything from Wi-Fi to headsets. Now, here's a look at King Arthur Legends Rise, a new cross-platform UE5 game for mobile and PC, a Fantasy Squad RPG adventure that is available to pre-register today.
Well, every time you say RPG, you make my ears perk up like a dog. So, let's see what we got. King Arthur, suddenly Sonic and the Black Knight.
I have sacrificed everything.
It's not Fortnite. Soon, my child. Our time will come. We have like a half hour of show left, so like we'll be fine. Because like Fortnite is the third headline for this show, so they only said before Summer Game Fest that they would show Alan Wake 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Fortnite, and we've already seen those other two. All they have left for big headlines is Fortnite. So, any minute now, it's going to be Fortnite. I question how this is going to run on mobile. Looks like an adequate enough PC game, but mobile? I'll be impressed. Ooh, what is this?
Wayfinders. Do you remember the fall? The gloom descended on Skylight. You rallied to protect the beacon and paid a terrible price. You fell, and the world was broken.
What is this? This looks awesome.
Who you are, and return to us. This world needs champions.
Champion? I smell an esports game. I don't know what any of those games were that they did. Wayfinder. Why do I feel like I've heard of this somewhere? Wayfinder. Fortnite! Yo, wait, what? Hello? Is this like Save the World in Unreal? Okay, Unreal Editor. Okay, I was about to be like, if this is the new season, then holy shit.
Steve, seriously, you don't stand a chance.
Turn-based 4X, Conquer the Galaxy.
Project under construction.
I feel like this game already exists. Is this just like an expansion to like Stellaris? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Hey guys, one more game?
Good morning, scavenger.
Yeah, Stellaris Nexus, fair enough.
Scan your surroundings to retrieve and recycle anything that could be of value to Scavex.
I still need to try Stellaris. It looks like a lot of fun. Also, you build your own space station? That's awesome. Space trash scavenger.
Stardate 43152.4.
Is this just like...
Our fleet is cautiously entering
Is that
hostile
the...
territory.
Is that the Star Trek ship? I'm probably going to get so many hate comments for asking that. But I guess this is just a block of games that take place in space for some reason. I guess it's the space? Okay, yeah, Star Trek. Neat. Picard Day. Wow.
Summer Game Fest 2023. It's Will Arnett here.
Oh, Will Arnett.
Right?
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie and I have been working on this for some time now. We're really excited to share with you Twisted Metal, which is streaming only on Peacock starting July 27th.
Oh, streaming? Oh, wow, they made a Twisted Metal show?
To share a sneak peek of the character of Sweet Tooth, who I had the pleasure of voicing. Hope you enjoy it. Check it out.
Didn't even know they were working on a Twisted Metal rendition. Or not rendition, adaptation.
Well, aren't we a tall glass of water? Me? I'm more of a Hawaiian punch.
Ha, clever.
You don't fight much outside of your car now, do you?
Look, Clown, I don't need 4 wheels to kick your ass.
Dude, this compared to Falcon is like night and day.
How about a little kill music? She had dumps like a truck. That's like what? All night long.
Let me see that thong.
Like it when the beat go? Baby, let your booty go. Girl, I know you want to show. The thong. Do you love the silver-haired god? Then don't lie to me.
Yeah, man. Look, I listened to Unleash the Dragon so many times the disc broke. I'm not a liar.
But you said you were coming to my show, and then you shot at me.
It was a misunderstanding. I've been getting shot at ever since I can remember. It's forced habit, I guess.
Sounds like you have trust issues.
Don't we all? That looks pretty funny. Not funny enough for me to get Peacock Plus, but that looks pretty funny.
Who hasn't dreamt of duplicating oneself in order to multitask? This new hack and slash game with a tactical twist allows you to do just that. Brought to you from France, here's the world premiere reveal trailer of Lisfunga, the time shift warrior, coming later this
Lisfunga.
year to PC.
Interesting name. Oh. Okay, immediately eye-catching art style.
Receive my light, Lisfunga. Let this power flow through you and fight again alongside your past selves.
I'm here again. That's another me. I look good.
Yo, okay. I wonder how many duplicates can be on a screen at once. I wonder if this is one of those games where you're like supposed to die in order to like kind of progress. Like it becomes embedded in the game.
I will become Legion and crush these demons.
That's cool.
Onwards. I can feel that there are more.
That's pretty interesting. I'd play that.
Very cool independent game. All right, next up is a brand new IP from Ascendant Studios, a single-player, first-person magic shooter called Immortals of Avium. It's fast and fluid. It's an FPS in a fantasy setting, kind of like Doom with magic. It also has a great cast
Fantasy
by Darren
FPS.
Barnett as the main character, Jack, and he joins us now. Hey, Darren.
Hey, guys.
Great to have you with
How you
us.
doing? Thank you.
This is such a cool game, super high production value, spectacular gameplay. Tell us about the guy you play. You're the main character, Jack, right?
Yes, I am playing the main character, Jack, as seen behind me. He's a battle mage that controls all 3 forms of magic, triple threat. He's brash, he's funny, but he gets the job done.
Well, it's the
Well, he
gameplay,
seems like a
as
cool
we've
dude.
seen, is just so fast-paced. There's so much action in it. You know, with all the spells, the spell casting, and the magic. What can you tell us about the story and sort of how this battle mage Jack comes in? He sort of becomes a battle mage, right?
Yeah, he kind of comes from nothing. He's I I guess they call him a street rat, is what he was. But he, during a time of intense trauma, he summons the power to control magic, becomes part of the Immortals, which is like the elite
Damn, this
Navy
dude got
SEAL squad
magic
of
powers
this
from
world called
trauma.
Avium,
All I
and
got
they
was
are
a
in the
need
middle
for
of an Everwar
therapy.
fighting for the control of magic.
Okay. You have a great cast. You, Gina Torres in it. Lots of amazing actors in this incredible, really high production value game that's coming out this summer. We don't have to wait long for it. And I know you brought something with you to share today, which is a gameplay sequence, which is one of the most epic sort of parts of the game, right?
Yeah. So this is a wild part of the game.
Wait, I'm waiting for Tekken 8. I hate to be that guy.
Confronting Sandrak.
You might be waiting for a long time.
And trying
I'm starting to think they might not be showing it off
It's
here.
taking place in like one of the most badass levels of a video game I've seen. We're battling on top of a 400-foot mech in the middle of the ocean as it moves around. It's wild, so let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look at some brand new gameplay from Immortals of Avium, which comes out this summer for PC, PS5, and Xbox. Thanks, Darren.
Thank you.
Sandrax literally pushed us.
You know, more than anything else, I kind of like the eye makeup here.
Everyone that can fight.
It looks pretty cool.
And we're still losing.
Tekken 8 finna be shown secretly. I'ma still hold out hope for your sake, but like, just know that there's a good chance it won't happen.
North by northeast.
I want more on the Sonic game. I mean, there isn't really much for it to show you. They kind of explained everything you need to know. Summer Game Fest in LA, that is true. Yep. As far as I know, they're in the YouTube theater. They're not doing any like in-person demos. So apparently, they keep saying like, "Oh, Summer Game Fest is in person." They literally have the event that they have you go to in person is just sitting in the YouTube theater to watch Summer Game Fest. There's no like convention. There's no booths. There's no panels. It's literally just go to LA, watch the show, go home. Oh, he said he recorded something at LA. That might be, let's see. So I think that might be, for Capcom's presentation, which happens in 4 days. Because Capcom has their own dedicated showcase, so that might be what he was filming for. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I figured I'd let you know about that. Also, Harada the Goat. Okay, whatever this is, I kind of want to play this. I don't have, like, a PC to play this with, but I'm kind of into this. Unless if PC sponsors want to help a brother out. Yeah, I could see myself getting addicted to this.
I want to be an immortal. I want to fight this war as one of you.
You're what's called a Triarch. The Pentasod has gifted you with the ability to manifest all 3 colors of magic.
I feel like this is just like if Skyrim was an FPS. Because you have all the different kinds of magic. That's probably a dumb way of looking at this, but that's kind of how I'm seeing it. Oh, wow, July. Color me interested.
Love that we get to show you guys so much amazing raw gameplay today, and that game looks incredible. Coming out this summer from Ascendant and EA. Now, one game that constantly reinvents itself is Fortnite, and tomorrow, Chapter 4
Skyrim is an
Season 3
FPS? No,
Wild
it's not.
launches. And today, Summer Game Fest is debuting the cinematic
Fortnite!
season. The center of the island has collapsed, revealing a vast hidden jungle with ancient secrets to discover. And of course, there's a whole new Battle Pass lineup where you can unleash the power, yes, of Cybertron. Here we go.
Fortnite Battle Pass! Fortnite Battle Pass! I just shit up my ass. Fortnite Battle Pass. Also, rip Anvil Square, I guess. That stupid fish. Don't tell me that you could actually fight dinosaurs in this game. Not Anvil Square. Okay, I can't confirm that. We'll know tomorrow if it's actually Anvil Square that gets removed, but since it's like the center of the island that's being like different, I'm assuming that's the POI that would get replaced. I mean, we already know Optimus Prime finna be in here. Like, we know that. Like, if people didn't leak it, I'm sure this would be way more of a shock. There it is! Yo! That's a gun. Why did she look familiar? Either way, this looks awesome. Oh, I can't wait to play that.
Fortnite Wilds launches tomorrow. Well, finally, guys, it's time to get to our grand finale.
What is it?
And it is a deep honor for me to present this game.
It's
what you're about to see is a world premiere trailer that gives us a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to explore again.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
This game comes from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters and rich storytelling. And I want to thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated upcoming releases. The rumors were true.
Final Fantasy VII? Final Fantasy VII? Final Fantasy VII! Final Fantasy
0, 1, and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
No, not Red! No! Bro! They killed my boy! Wait, but they all right there, though?
It's so green. Even after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
We escaped Midgar.
That way. But in reality, it's barely hanging on.
Was wondering.
Dude.
What's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're asking me this?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far
as
I
look
know,
at the Chocobo!
I was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
The life stream.
What is happening?
It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its
Cloud could not give a shit.
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Man, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgar. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Dude, I want this game so bad. I hate that this is PS5 exclusive.
Angered it, more like.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
Oh, damn, okay. Damn, these bitches strong. Oh shit, they got UV in this too!
They say she's a monster, that she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul, that she can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
I want him to sing me to sleep. Reunion?
My dad. You burned my village.
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
Dude. Ah, I need this game. I need this game so bad.
There you have it.
I like how people freaked out about 2 discs.
Coming early 2024.
Dude.
PlayStation 5. Nomura-san, thank you so much. All right. That's going to do it for Summer Game Fest, our live showcase. But that is not the end of Summer Game Fest. Stay tuned this weekend for updates on many more games during SGF Play Days, a hands-on event for media here in Los Angeles, including Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as the Xbox and Bethesda showcase on Sunday. Right now, though, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from IM8bit and Double Fine, which celebrates the independent game culture with a number of new game reveals over the next hour. We'll see you later this summer on August 22nd for Gamescom opening night live in Germany.
Let's go!
Again in December when we come together here in Los Angeles to celebrate 10 years of the Game Awards. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Let's go! Man, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's over. It's over. Next year, Game of the Year, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's over. Dude. That was awesome. That was a good balance of games right there. And we just got a few minutes until Day of the Devs, so we're gonna be watching that as well. Yeah, I'm not sure what indie games to really expect from this, but I'm excited. I just can't believe it. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth looks so good. I hate that it's PS5 exclusive, though. I have to go. Glad you came back for Fortnite. All right. Good seeing you, Pat. But where'd the music go? Where'd the music? Where'd the music at?